Is Chris Bream from 2anyoneusa.com, kpopusa.net, and kpopdb.net. I'm here to review the album of BlockB called Welcome to BlockB. And I am a big BlockB fan. I don't know what BlockB fans are called. I don't know if they have a certain name for them. And I'm a BlockB fan because of my daughter. She just, I started a little bit of it and I enjoyed some of it. But she just loves it. She goes right to it. She'll ask if she can buy it on iTunes. I say yes, and then we burn it right to a CD. And I'm divorced, so it's 20 minutes drive to pick them up, 20 minutes drive to drop them off, which is perfect because the album, you can listen to the whole album. So I pick them up, we listen to the whole album till we get home. Then when we go home to our other home, it's another 20 minutes and we listen to the whole thing again. So it's repetition. The more I listen to it, the more I love it. So I'm going to go through each of the songs real quick. The first one's LOL. And it's funny because these songs sound like other songs, and which can be a good thing because you can relate to it and stuff. 21 is my favorite. Big Bang, love it. Girl Generation, love it. 4 Minute, love it. Sister, So Cool, love it. So it's hard to say which ones I love, but I have to say BlockB, 2 p.m. I like them a lot. BlockB is pretty high up there on my list, and I think it's because of their style. Well, first there's some scandal where they're being very disrespectful to Japan with some, or one of the countries. I thought it was Japan with the flooding or something. And 2 p.m. one of the people said that they were disrespectful. So BlockB on their how they're representing themselves in the K-pop world is a whole different thing, and I don't know enough about it because they might have said some really bad things that could just totally destroy them as an artist and stuff. But since I haven't gotten too deep into it, just our one story, as long as they can keep their act straight, I think BlockB has a lot of potential, and it amazes me that all these bands, how much they all stick together. It's unexpected for me that they, that they don't just all get destroyed, break up, and because that's what happens. Justin Timberlake, he was in a group, but he's just so powerful. He just goes off himself, and I watched a movie with him the other day. So I'm surprised we haven't seen much of that. So the LOL is funny because it sounds like they're saying black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow. And then they go, something like that. And that's it. Remember, I don't know what they're saying unless they say words that I know, like LOL. I represent the USA American view, where I don't know what they're saying, even though a month from today I'll be in Korea, which will be very exciting because I'll be, I won't know what everyone's saying there. I'm trying to learn it, but I am at that rate going there. So BlockB, I don't know if it's who produces it, who writes it and stuff, but their songs are so catchy that I just, I just go for it. So the first song, LOL, I like all the songs, but the first one, LOL, reminds me of Black and Yellow, from Wiz Khalifa in America, which was a year ago or something, very popular, and he actually came to this town here and did a concert last summer. All right, so that's the first one, and then you got Nalina. I call it Narnia. I don't know how to pronounce that one. And this song's the perfect song. Is it forgettable? Like when we listened to it so many times that a year from now you're like, oh yeah, like GD and Top, How High. I've listened to that one so many times that it's like, okay, now I'm gonna listen to this one. Now I'm gonna listen to that one. So I think this, which I call it Narnia, will run its course, but it is so catchy. When it's saying goo goo gaga, goo goo gaga, I mean, that makes me think of Lady Gaga, but I think I know what those words are. And to make a song, all you have to do is say "rock it now," which they do. So by saying that, then I can relate to it. And the video was very entertaining. And they just shake their heads like this. So even when you listen into the song, you're doing that little dance of that. Nico, I think his name is, with the blonde hair, doing that dance and stuff. And it was interesting because I listened to other people review that video, and they were like, "Oh, the girls in the video." I didn't even notice the girls. But that stands out is that dance, and the guy's got like the little tattoo under his eye, and I saw that, and I don't know if I saw that in the Big Bang video or something. So that video, perfect. That's entertainment. That's what I love. We bought it. We paid money for it. So BlockB gets some kind of money. They entertain us. We pay. So that was a good one. The next one. Oh, and the other thing is BlockB puts an instrumental of that song at the end, and they did that with their other album, which is fun because when you listen to it, you actually get to hear all the sounds instead of the words, and it's fun with me, my daughter, and my son driving around and trying to sing it. I know when it says question, the girl says question in that song, so we all try to sing it, and I think that's a great move whenever anyone does it. I think music today, especially in America, with like Black Eyed Peas, Pitbull, Flo Rida and stuff, Kesha, even Gaga, what they do is they have a song that has, that little bit that repeats, but it just goes up and down, and this sound and that sound, and so then it's kind of like a ride, the song. So when you listen into it, once you got the song memorized, it's fun because you listen to it, and I think that's what catches people, that once they understand it, like Lady Gaga, Telephone, when Beyonce sings, she sings, and all that part. It's kind of fun to learn all those parts in a song. So perfect song and everything. The next one was Did It or Not. This song was perfect, and it says "It's so unso." They say that in the song, and then it says "I told you, girl." So I have no idea what "It's so unso" means. I don't know what it means, but the thing is, in my head, I memorize those words, and then I kind of make my own. I think "it's so unso," which means nothing, but I think that. So that, as an American, listening to it with the English, I just make up my own words, and that's what I do with a lot of Big Bang, 21, and all this stuff. So this song, Did It or Not, actually moves me, and that's why I'm reviewing this, because I want to express that, what is it? It's 21. They get that slow song where Bomb goes, "Papa, oh Papa," like that. That part of the song always moves me to the point that I get goosebumps and stuff, and like I'm getting them right now, just thinking of that song and thinking of this. And when you can move someone with music, that is an art. That's why I like K-pop. It affects me. It changes me. It entertains me. I love it. I'm in love with K-pop, and I hope they love their jobs and it's not that difficult for what they're doing, because it's just perfect. So Did It or Not, I recommend, even if you're going to buy one. That one's just perfect. And BlockB does a good job of doing crazy music and stuff, and then slowing it down. And that lead singer, out of the whole group, the only one I pay attention to is the lead singer, and I think it's Nico or something. And his best moment in any of his videos was the video, the other big one, I can't remember what it is, but he's got the dreadlocks, and they're behind a fence, and they're fighting for a girl, and he opens up a can of soda, and he shakes it around. That, to me, is my moment. I'm just like, this guy, he's so cool. What is going on? And he looked so authentic. That's my point. And when you look at some of this K-pop and you see the girl generation and all their legs doing this and doing that, am I thinking, is that authentic? I'm like, no, but it's entertaining just to see so many legs move at the same time and know that they know all that. Authentic is when it's raw, when it's the moment, like it almost wasn't even created, like it wasn't even written on a script. Did they actually sit there on a script and say, open that up and shake it up, or they just say, do something? And that's where I think rawness is. That's where I think the stuff that you just can capture. So my point is, he looked so cool in that video with the dreadlocks, because I'm like, this Korean guy has got the dreadlocks. Who's this band? What are they doing? I like it. And then so in my mind I get this little macho look of him. Just like, okay, yeah, all right. And then I see, I think, Freeze. And then he's got the makeup on. And he's got his little hat on. And I'm like, what happened to him? It's interesting because, all these K-popper guy bands and stuff, they wear the makeup. It happens in America. And I look at it, and sometimes it's interesting, but sometimes it's just too much, and I'm just like, yeah, look like a girl. Like GD looks like a girl. But, I mean, Boy George, Culture Club, back in the 80s, he looked like a girl, but his music was awesome and stuff. So, Nico, I had him as macho. And then I'm like, yeah, look like a girl, so it's kind of hard to place him. So when the Narnia, that song came back, he just had this, he's now got the shaking the head look with all the guys. So I'm just like, what is he? Where's he put it? What is he? And but again, when you look at Big Bang, they keep changing their images, changing hair color. The Nico guy's got the blonde hair color. I mean, Top's got blue. So you just keep changing the images. So when I look at BlockB, I don't really see any of the other members as knowing who they are, except the Nico guy. I don't know, is he the leader and stuff? But his biggest moment was back then, not this video. But 20 years from now, I'm gonna remember him just doing this thing, which was pretty funny. And there's 2 songs left. One is called 100% Synchronized, and this didn't really sound like a K-pop song. It sounded like a reggae song. And there's a guy, Travis McCoy from Gym Class Heroes. Sounded like he was in there, but he wasn't. So I give credit to BlockB with this 100% Synchronized song. Because, the K-pop can just kill itself if every song sounds the same. And by BlockB switching it around and putting in a reggae kind of song, that's what I'm saying. I think BlockB's got a little bit of an edge over just an average K-pop band. I think that and I don't know if it's because I'm over here in America that I like it, because maybe they're more westernized, or what. So there's one last song called Action, and it's a catchy one, and they keep spelling action and passion, and they say ooh la la la. So it's catchy. So you just you listen to it and you like it and stuff. So overall, love the album. I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10, which is pretty high. I don't know if my daughter brainwashed me with just playing it so much, but when you got music that moves you, that's the key. That is, if something moves you, I think it's going to be with you for the rest of your life. And I think deep down in that subconscious, all that music is all in the brain, it's in the body, and I think it becomes part of who we are. And I've said before, I was watching a video, Falco, that was 20 years old. And there was this one little crazy dance by this one little woman in the video. It wasn't even a good dance. And I hadn't seen the video in like probably 10 years or something. And when I watched the video, I'm like, I remember her. I remember that girl doing that crazy dance. So what I'm saying is we listen to the K-pop. You know, when we eat our food during the day, we do it to live. But we're feeding our ears, feeding our eyes with K-pop. And this BlockB, it satisfies my hunger for K-pop. And I think that these songs, even though as we move on through the years, it will still be with me 20 years from now. Ooh, ooh, gaga, and all that. So I'm interested in what your thoughts are on the BlockB, but BlockB's pretty high up on my list. It's Chris from 2NE1USA.com, KPopUSA.net, and KPopDB.net. So if you get a chance, say hi. Thanks for listening, if you still are. See you around. It's Chris. See you. Bye.